Okay, for this week's challenge we are going to try and connect to a database. So I'm going to our Moodle page. We scroll down and see this here is the database challenge. Okay, we click on that one. And this here we have the first challenge is to connect to it. So the first challenge is the connection to the Google Cloud database. I've given some credentials here, so I've set up a database on Google Cloud. So all you need to do is copy this code and put it into a PHP file. So I'm pasting it into a file called connect_db for database. I save that. So when you're connecting to when you're making a database connection, you're always going to use some kind of credentials, okay? So you need to have the address or the IP address of where it's going to be hosted. And if it's on our own computer, we would have localhost here. You have, same as Workbench, you are logging in with a particular username. In this case, we're going to use root for now. It's not good practice to use root, but just to keep things simple, I have set up a password on my database, and the password is CCT 3034, and then I have a database called login. So this very first line here, where we have, you can see by the comment that says we're going to create a database connection. So this DB host here corresponds to this value over here. And if I hover my mouse over it, it tells me what the value actually is. DB users then shows me its root, DB pass, and DB name. So with these four variables, so these credentials, I'm going to connect to my database, and it's going to put that into a variable. So the next line then is we can check to see if that was successful. So if we try to connect to this database and there was any kind of error, it will spit out the error. Okay, so it says die connection failed, means cut the connection, and then print out connection failed with the corresponding MySQL error. If, on the other hand, it was successful, so if it was true, then we echo connected successfully. So this is what we're trying to get, connected successfully. And then at the end we close our database again. So I go to my MAMP. I have it running here, so I can go to localhost, and it's this connectdb.php. Click on that and it's connected successfully. Okay, so for the next challenge then, you guys, if you could set up your own database in a database called login as well. You're going to create a table inside of that database with the table name is called user, and it has 3 columns: username, email, and password. You are then required to insert a record or a row with username CCT, email cct at cct.ie, and the password is Dublin. And just to clarify, you enter this record into your database using a program like Workbench or the command line, or you can even use PHP MyAdmin. So from your database class, you should be familiar with this.